Hi there, I'm Matt Keene. Welcome to Creating a Future We Want. A few years ago, I was in the midst of considering leaving the Environmental Protection Agency. There's some hooligans over there that had something to do with that. And I was meeting up with my buddy Sid, brilliant mathematician, awesome guy, pretty rad company, building all sorts of AIs for all sorts of creative, useful purposes. And he and I went over to Georgetown University, which is a walk from where we live, and we went into the math department, and he was looking at all the drawings on the wall of different formulas and equations and telling me who wrote them, and I was, you know, very duly impressed, having no idea what he's talking about, really, but thrilled that someone does. And he and I were talking, and like he might have been struggling a bit with some of his work at the time, and he looked over at me conspiratorially and said, like Sid does, because he's an awesome guy, he said, "We should do something." And I said, "Yeah, great, I've got like 50 ideas." And he said, "Send them to me, let's talk about it." And so I went right home and wrote them all down, because I hadn't done that, and I had probably more than 50. And I was like, wow, there's a lot here. Sid and I kept talking about a few things, but basically I never heard from him, and I didn't have the guts to ask him, why did it all stink so badly you never mentioned it? But, that's how it is. Well, it was crazy. They were like gremlins. Every new idea I had seemed to spawn two more, and they were really diverse and in scale and application. Some were inventions, innovations, designs for things. I mean, from new children's stories to bridge designs, contemporary art to digital cryptocurrencies. Yeah, it was all over the place. And I was trying to figure out what to do with it. All of them were conceived with the notion of creating a future we want. So I didn't want to waste them. I don't want them all to, go to waste or, die with me in my coconut. So I wanted to make sure they're available to folks. And I get to this point because whenever starting a new initiative, I'm well aware how important it is to think a lot about why you're doing it and try to get that clear before you do too much, really, to try to set a direction that is more correct than less so. And so here I am, working on creating a future we want. The point of it, my intention, is to at least share some little bit of all of these ideas. And I'm going to start out by creating these little videos to make some progress, although I've written thousands and probably thousands of pages about all of this together. And I just got overwhelmed with that being the only means of documenting and communicating about it. So here I am, going to share little bits about it. Whether or not I share them is past my relatively low bar of, is it novel, is it feasible, is it fun, and does it somehow contribute to a future we want? And that low bar has been passed, and with that I will offer things out to the world in particular fields and domains to see how merit, worth, and significance of these notions and this work is judged by others. So here we go. Those are my intentions. I'm Matt Keene. Welcome to Creating a Future We Want. That's a good one.